as you can see, no roads back. Hey, Nicey. Yeah, this is how I started out. As you can see, um, I put this makeshift support. I make it into an X, and I tie it here, and then I kind of lean it back a little bit against this support beam, and then I run this runner beam to this tree. If this tree wasn't here, I can make another one of those X frames. But since this tree's here, I'm going to take advantage of it. And this is the same spot that I was in for 7 months back in 2023, where all of this good, like all of some of my best videos I think I made, where all that started. So it worked really well for me. I went through the area and checked for any major changes that would tip me off that it might not be good to camp here. And I haven't seen, hey Chris, nice to see you, my friend. I haven't seen anything so far. There's no new trespassing signs. There's no hunting activity or anything. And hunting shouldn't be even around here until at least October. And it doesn't really get ramped up until December. So what I'm going to do now is tie the corners of this tarp off to here and then over to like here. And then I will probably tie another corner off probably to this tree, and then probably over to this tree over here. And then I will probably make my little awning, and I have a real long rope, and I will probably tie it up to here to where I'll get that little peak effect to where the water will run off this way and that way. And then I'll just put my tent up underneath it. And this is a pretty good spot. So far it's been good to me. No, and even these support beams here, I left these here in 2023, and they're still here. Everything is intact. It's like preserved, for me like a time capsule. I'm so happy about that. It keeps me hanging on, I mean, I feel a sense of faith and trust in life, So, anyways, my heart isn't completely shelled over with skepticism. You know what I'm saying? Because this keeps happening. And at my age, I'm doing pretty good. And not to brag, but I don't think it's just all my own doing. I think something's kind of looking out for me. But with that said, I am back, and I plan on making a go of it here for a couple of months. I got to get back in the gym and start training. So, hey, you doing, Joe Schmo? Hello, bro. Hope your day is going good. Yeah, it is. I just left my friend's. I was staying at my friend's house for a few days, and I'm back out now. I was out for a month last month, and I went through the Amish country, and that was kind of fun. I found some great places to swim and found some great views. It was a lot of fun. I think I made a few good videos. Missed a couple of good things that I would have liked to have on film, but when I was walking out of the Amish the Amish communities, I saw a couple Amish making hay and stuff like that. It was really kind of cool looking. Sort of like something you'd see on a postcard or something from the past. But my phone was in the backpack, and I wasn't going to stop, and it was pretty hot. And then I came up here, up to Elk County from Clearfield County, and I wasn't expecting it to go as smooth as it has, but here I am, and it's the same spot, and so far everything's going good. Not to brag or not to test the fates, but I'm really happy about it. Even my, I left these blinds up. I made these blinds. You can actually see videos where I point out these blinds. Everything is exactly the same. Nobody came through here with four-wheelers. Nobody came through and messed anything up. There's no signs that say no trespassing, or out east they use purple paint. If you see purple paint on trees, that means it's private property. Technically, you can get into a little bit of a jam with the law for being there, but there's no problems with it. So it's a go. And here's my little Winnie the Pooh tent. After I get off the phone here, when I shut the video off, I'm going to just finish tying everything off. And then I'm going to set my little Winnie the Pooh tent up there, and then I'm going to head into town and start walking around and start collecting water and things like that. And I'll probably get a gallon of water a day. I'll have to do a cardboard run too, and put some cardboard underneath my bed roll, and that'll keep the condensation off of me, off from the bottom of my bedroll, and it'll kind of soften the ground a tad. And then I'm just gonna start getting into the gyms. I plan on maybe when I get a when it's a little less embarrassing, when I get my a little bit stronger, I'll probably do a couple of maybe a video on what I would do to get back into shape, and that might be kind of fun just for fun, not to brag because I'm not an athlete or anything. I would never in any way claim that I am, but I do like to get into shape, and for somebody that's not an athlete, I think I got a few good ideas, at least that work good for me. And it might be kind of fun to make a video journal of what I do, going through some of the stuff that I do to, some of the fitness protocols I do to keep my body up and running. But anyways, I'm going to keep it short, and I just wanted to kind of say hi and put this on record. Like I said, I'm just tying everything off after I get shut the video off, put the tent up, and then I'm basically here. It's a go, and I'm just gonna, really, you know, keep praying, I guess, that nobody finds it. That I don't get, busted for stealth camping, because it's not my property and it's not public property, so you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah, I always, I'm way into, yeah, I mean, I stayed for 7 months here, and what did I have? But yeah, I left these things here, this cross beam here, and it's so cool, And then I put this runner beam, and then it's like a awning, and then I don't have to have that sweaty rain fly when it rains, and the water is just, on a wet tent. Gosh, that's not very fun to sit in for a week if it starts raining. So I can keep the walls of the tent dry, and I can keep the rain fly off, and I can have the netting open and get a lot of cross flow and get more fresh air, and I can kind of see out. It's much nicer than sitting in a tent when it ain't got this tarp. And this tarp is a real light tarp. It's only maybe 1 pound, and it doesn't take up much space. It only cost me $5. So it's got green on that side and silver on that side for winter camping. All right, y'all. Thank you for watching and keeping up with Noah Road. It looks like I'm back in biz. I've got a little bit of, I got to break some of the rust out of my body, and that's the next thing I got to take care of on the list, is I got to get into a bit of a routine with physical fitness, like Tin Man with the oil. That's kind of like what I got to go through to get my body up and running again. Other than that, everything's going real well for me. And, not to brag, at all. I mean that very humbly, and I just hope it stays that way. Well, I wish you all well. I hope you all have a wonderful summer, and I hope you have safe and prosperous travels and journeys wherever it is that you go, figuratively or literally. And thank you, and I'll see you around. Okay, and bye-bye, y'all.